What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mad City Reviews. My name is Miles. We're going to be talking about something that I did not have on my 2023 bingo card, and that is the firing of Melisssa Barrera from Scream VII.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Now, before we get into my thoughts, I want to know your guys' thoughts. Was this the right thing to do, or was this the idiotic thing to do? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know your thoughts on this whole situation. So go ahead and put them down there, and I will check every single one of them out, and I will respond to every single one of them. So let's go ahead and get started breaking this shit down. So earlier today, a representative for Spyglass Entertainment put out a statement saying, "We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech." Now, we're not going to be getting into the politics of it all because on this channel, I like to stay politic free. However, we are talking about something in the movie industry and something that really kind of didn't sit right with me. Now, I have slowly been somewhat losing interest in Scream 7, mostly because once Radio Silence dropped off the project, that was it for me. I started losing a little bit of interest, and whether you like them or you don't, you gotta admit that Radio Silence was doing something interesting with this series. They were taking it in a different direction, and I kind of wanted to see them finish this trilogy up. I'm not sure if it's a trilogy or if there's. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be doing more, seeing how the box office for this thing is actually going up. I really wanted to see what their 3-film arc was going to be, and so Melissa Barrera to me has been a really big part because I really enjoy Sam as a character. She was a little bit iffy for me in Scream 5, but Scream 6 really elevated that for me personally, and that is where I started to care for her as a person. This is something that I pulled up on X that I found that she posted on her Instagram stories. One of them says, "I love my Jewish friends. I stand with you in these horrible times. I empathize with your fear and pain. No one deserves to be prosecuted or attacked. I know that a lot of Jewish people are not okay with what the government of Israel is doing, which is the same thing. Jewish children are dying. Innocent Jewish people are dying. Palestine children are dying and have been dying for decades. Innocent Palestinians are and have been dying for decades, not always because of bombs, but because they live in a prison and have had vital resources limited. Why is it that a designated terrorist organization is that, but a government is just acting out of self-defense? Why is it that brown people are terrorists, but white governments that act in similar ways are not? This question is bigger than the current conflict. I pray for peace for everyone. I pray for peace and freedom in that region." Now, that is one of the Instagram stories that she posted. I did look at the other Instagram stories that I was able to find, but this is something that is absolutely ridiculous. This is something that, I'm sorry, but we can agree or disagree, but the fact that she put these statements out, the fact that she put these posts on her Instagram stories, I have no idea where she went wrong because from what I've read, everything seems to basically be fact. She did not put any hate speech out there, and she most definitely did not incite anything that they say that was false. She is telling the truth, and that is that. And this is where I kind of have a head scratch as to why she was let go. Everything that we have been seeing in the world is actually going on. And the fact that they let her go for this is really the most idiotic thing that I have seen. I don't think she should have been fired for this because there is nothing in here that made it seem like she was becoming hateful. She did not say anything that wasn't true. She was just speaking her mind and she got fired for it. Now, we've all heard this when we were younger and we sometimes hear it when we're older. There is a line that our parents always tell us: tell the truth. You won't get in trouble if you tell the truth. Sometimes that is the biggest lie that your parents can ever tell you. Because if you tell the truth, guess what? Some shit like this happens. You get fired for telling the truth, and somebody takes it as hate speech. That's one thing. The fact that they fired her over this is idiotic. I think this is the biggest mistake that they could have ever made. Because, okay, so here's the thing. Even though she does play Sam, okay? There are a million different actresses that are able to take that role and maybe even be better than her. If she's not playing Sam, guess what? The movie is not going to be better. The movie is not going to be worse. There are a million of other actresses that if they want, they can replace her. Now, the director of the film, Christopher Landon, really came out and said, "Hey, he had no idea this was going to happen. This was not his decision, and it's not. So any blame that he's getting should not be targeted towards him because he does not make the decision. He is just a director. He just goes in, directs the best movie possible, and if it turns out great, turns out great. If it turns out bad, that's his fault too. So anybody that's trying to say, "Hey, the director should have not fired her," this wasn't the director. This was the studio. The people that are putting up the money to pay her and pay him. He is not doing any of the hiring. He is not doing any of the firing. Everything is going through the studio. So, leave him alone, okay? This is not his mistake that he made. But the fact that they actually fired her for this is probably the most idiotic thing that I have probably seen in a long while. Because quite frankly, if you're going to get fired for telling the truth, what the hell? Those are my thoughts. One more time, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know your guys' thoughts. If you guys think this is the right thing to do, or if it was the wrong thing to do, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys soon.